you for joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We just want to advise you that we're awaiting both teams to complete their starting warm-ups before we go to the grad night ceremonies here at Winding Waters School. So stick with us. We'll start our live feed momentarily as soon as we get the go-ahead from the coaching staffs. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're broadcasting live from Winding Waters School in Weeki Wachee, Florida for tonight's bonus coverage event. I'm Will Wilkie bringing you the call for tonight's Middle School Varsity Volleyball matchup featuring the Explorer Bobcats and the Winding Waters Yellow Jackets. We have the upcoming special grad night ceremony honoring the Winding Waters 8th graders in their final home game, which we're getting ready to start right now.
Good evening, everyone. Nope, try again. Right here. Where? Good evening, everyone. And welcome. This is our 8th grade night. It's our last home game of the season, so we are celebrating our 8th graders. Before we introduce our Yellow Jackets, though, we are going to acknowledge the 8th grade Bobcats from Explorer, coached by Coach Toller. So number 1, we have Joss Doe. Number 13, Jay-Z Munford. Number 12, Jada Donovan. Number 3, Rachel Rivera. Number 4, Olivia Allen. Number 7, Candace Hanshaw. And number 10, Amaya Gonzalez. Congratulations, ladies. Good luck tonight.
This way or
All right, now time for your 8th grade Yellow Jackets. First, Elise Wagarock. Yes, please. Sorry. All right, here we go. All right. So, Elise Wagarock. My name is Elise Wagarock. I've played volleyball for 2 years, and my next step in volleyball is to play at Weeki Wachee High School. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me, coming to my games, taking me to and from practice, and everything else they do for me. I'd also like to thank my amazing coaches, Coach Sabino and Coach Loeffler. They have helped me so much in becoming a better player and teammate. And finally, my teammates, who I'm so proud of and happy to have gotten to play with them. All right, next up, Genevieve Barreto. My name is Genevieve Barreto, and I'm number 4. I've been playing volleyball for 2 years and practicing every day so that I can get better. I'm also going to Weeki Wachee, so there I can continue my career in volleyball with my teammates in this amazing sport. I wanted to thank my parents for supporting me and helping me practice. I also wanted to give a big thanks to both my coaches who inspire me to do my best each and every day. I can't wait to see how awesome all the girls in varsity and JV will become as volleyball players. Thank you all for supporting me. Next up, Lily Connell, number 5. Lily Connell, I am planning on playing volleyball at Weeki Wachee High School. I am thankful for my team. Even when I mess up, they still cheer me on. And this season I was under so much pressure because this season was my first time ever playing volleyball. I'm especially thankful for Cordelia and Haley for always being there for me. Next up, Haley Tarner. I'm Haley Tarner. I plan on playing for Weeki Wachee High School. I am so proud of my teammates. I came to tryouts barely knowing anything about volleyball, and ever since then I have improved so much. So I want to thank Coach Sabino for making me the best I can be. I also want to thank my parents for being there for me every step of the way. And lastly, I want to thank my lifer, Lily. I probably wouldn't survive without her. She's overall the best person to talk to other than my mommy. I am so thankful for all their love. This is Cheyenne Rinaldi. I just want to take time to thank the coaches. They've supported us every game and helped our team develop. They taught me how to become a better volleyball player, not just for me, but for the team. I also want to thank my family. No matter if our team won or lost, they were proud either way. The goals I plan to set when I get to high school is to continue playing volleyball and even end up getting a sports scholarship for college. I plan to become a wise person and to always take the time to make improvements. I enjoyed playing with each and every girl. Good luck, ladies. I know you all will do great in life. I'm proud of you. Don't forget that. My name is Zoe McVicker, and I have been playing volleyball for years. I plan on going to Weeki High School and continuing my volleyball career. I would like to thank my coaches, also my parents for also supporting me. I try to make them proud. As for my teammates, it has been a journey. I can't wait to play with them again soon. Thank you, Cheyenne, for helping me throughout every game. I am so lucky to be a part of this beautiful team full of beautiful ladies. I am amazed with how much patience my team has for me and my ridiculous rants. These girls will do great things. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. This is Gracie Flatt. First, I would like to thank Coach Sabino for being an amazing coach. I'm also thankful for my team for being so supportive of me and everyone else. Number 12, Haley Brookshire. I plan on going to Weeki High School and continue my volleyball career. I personally want to thank every girl on my team, also JV, but the girls who stand out, Lily, Haley, Elizabeth, Cordelia, Bree, Isabella, and of course, the best coach I will ever have, Coach Sabino. Coach, you have done so much for me, and I'm beyond thankful for you. Along with my army in the stands who managed to come to all of my games. This season has been a blessing, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you for everything. Love you guys. All right, this is Elizabeth Allen, and I am planning on going to Weeki High School and planning on continuing my volleyball and basketball careers. I am thankful for my mom and dad for supporting me through my journey and my coaches, Coach Loeffler and Coach Sabino, for being the two greatest coaches and helping support me. And last but not least, Peyton Ann Hope Fleming. And I just want to say I'm very thankful for having the coaches always help me improve. And with their improvement, hopefully I will make it in my high school volleyball team. I still don't know what high school I'm going to, but when I go, I hope I have my girls on the team with me. And most important, I'd like to thank is my father. He is the reason I never quit trying out for volleyball. He may have been hard on me, but that pushed me. He made me feel better about everything. So thank you all. And to the JV and varsity girls, I want to tell you I love you and thank you. All right, those are your 8th grade Yellow Jackets. Woo! Good luck tonight, ladies. Coach Loeffler and Coach Sabino. Thank you.
So that was the 8th grade graduation ceremony for the Winding Waters and Explorer teams, respectively. We'll go ahead and take a quick break and be right back for live varsity volleyball action right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't go away. Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Fine. As we get ready for the start of tonight's game, a reminder, this is bonus coverage tonight. We have middle school varsity volleyball action for you live, featuring the Explorer Bobcats, coached by Caitlin Toller and assisted by Sarah Toxon and Aaron Anderson. The Yellow Jackets of Winding Waters are coached by Tahiri Sabino and assisted by Leanne Loeffler. Make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming broadcasts here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We got high school varsity volleyball taking you all the way through October, as well as high school football action. You don't want to miss anything, including the upcoming big rivalry game, Nature Coast at Hernando, this Friday night. So the Yellow Jackets in the bright yellow jerseys on your right. Explorer Bobcats in the maroon and black jerseys on your left. And we're about ready to get underway as the officials goes through the rules with the captains of each team and the respective coaches. I'd like to thank Nicole for working the camera with us tonight. I'm Will Wilkie bringing you the call for tonight's action here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. If you've not already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Toss a like our way as well. Let us know that you're enjoying the broadcast this evening. By hitting subscribe, you can also turn on notifications. Some of our games don't have consistent start times due to delays and otherwise, so if you hit that notification button, anytime that we go live, you don't miss any of the action here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So it looks like the teams are going to complete their warm-ups that were concluded a little bit early for the ceremony. So we'll go ahead and take another break and be back right after this.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
Thank you again for joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So we've got about 8 minutes or so of warm-up time remaining. So let's take you through our schedule, covering high school volleyball varsity action here in Hernando County, as well as high school varsity football action. Tomorrow at Nature Coast, we've got the Weeki Wachi Hornets traveling to the Shark Tank, taking on the Nature Coast Sharks. In varsity volleyball action, two very well matched teams coming into that game looking for county dominance. And then this Friday, we've got Nature Coast Sharks traveling to Hernando for varsity football action. Bragging rights are going to be on the line, so you don't want to miss that game either. It'll be coming to you live right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. And again, if you hit that subscribe button, we certainly appreciate it. It's free for you. It helps us out also. But the great thing about hitting that subscribe button is you can turn on notifications. And anytime that we go live with an event here in Hernando County, you'll be assured that you won't miss any of the action, as you'll get that notification that we have gone live. So I'll go ahead and turn off the audio here for a moment. We'll give you a couple of minutes of warm-up coverage. Then we'll take another break. We'll come right back and get right into the ball game. Thanks again for joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Legacy Wealth Partners.
Roaches, ants, termites. Let Bingham's Professional Pest Management knock your bugs out of the park. Bingham's Ultimate Pest Protection Plan is guaranteed to protect your home from unwanted pests. And it's also guaranteed to be the lowest price in town. Don't let bugs get to first base in your home. Take BP on them. Log on to TampaBayBugs.com to get your coupon for a free pest treatment of your home. Bingham's Professional Pest Management. Systematic pest elimination since 1964.
Specializing in personalized jewelry and gifts, Morningshire Market brings the game to life with custom baseball keepsakes. From necklaces to key rings, bottle toppers, and more, the options to have custom gifts made to order are limitless with Morningshire Market. Whether shopping for yourself or shopping for others, ensure that Morningshire Market is at the top of your lineup.
Morningshire Market on Etsy. Use code DOUBLEPLAY at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Legacy Wealth Partners, our combination of experience, professionalism, So if you're just joining us here on the broadcast earlier on, you may want to go ahead and hit that rewind button. And while we still have about 3 minutes left of warm-up time remaining, we had a very special ceremony prior to the start of tonight's game featuring the graduating 8th graders for both teams, both for Explorer as well as Winding Waters. Each player was able to come out with some family members, talk a little bit about their experience playing volleyball in middle school and looking forward to their time in high school. And speaking of high school volleyball, you don't want to miss any of that action here on GCSN. Our game of the week coming at you every Tuesday night. Got a lot of great contests on that broadcast schedule. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, we'll go ahead and throw that on the screen for you now. We've got Weeki Wachee at Nature Coast tomorrow night starting at 6:30 p.m. And then we've got high school football on tap as well. Nature Coast at Hernando. Some other great matchups all around the county. Another big game coming up is the Burger Bowl on October 8th, Hernando at Springstead. And then we'll take you through the rest of October and going into that rescheduled game on November 2nd, which is a Tuesday, so make note of that. Wiregrass travels north to Hernando County to take on the Leopards, and that's sure to be an amazing game on the schedule as well. And then we'll close everything out and get ready for high school wrestling. We've got that on tap for you as well. More details about that to be announced in the future. So a lot of great stuff happening here in Hernando County. GCSN is glad to be a part of it and bring those broadcasts to you live. Got about a minute and 30 left before we get to live action, so we'll go ahead and go to another set of commercials. We thank our advertisers for supporting the Gulf Coast Sports Network and bringing you live youth sports to you here in Hernando. And we'll be back right after this.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
So we're live and we're ready to get underway here in the first set at Winding Waters. Explorer versus Winding Waters. And we're underway. As head coach Tahini Sabino gets her squad set up with her alignment. Coach Caitlin Toller for the Bobcats getting her team set. And the Yellow Jackets will serve first. That'll be number 8, Cheyenne Rinaldi. Ready to get things started. She'll complete the jump serve to Rivera. Rivera to Joe. Set up for Wadsworth, gets it over. And the point's going to go to Explorer. They're on the board first. Using the rally point system. And serving for Explorer is going to be number 6, Victoria Wadsworth. She'll get that over. Wagarak with it, but can't control it. Point and control back over to Explorer, and they're up 2-0. Ragarat had good position on that ball, just couldn't keep it in play as Wadsworth with the serve. Hit over by Connell, Lily Connell. That's Henshaw getting it over for Explorer. And Connell unable to control it. That's 3 in a row for Explorer, and they're off to a fast start here in set number 1. Wadsworth will maintain control and the serve for the Bobcats. She's able to get that over to McVicker. Connell gets it over. Rivera with the tap over. Returned by Tarner. Rivera back over. Rinaldi sends it back over. Cannot be controlled by the Bobcats. And that's going to get Winding Waters on the board, 3-1, and control goes to their side. Now serving for the Yellow Jackets, it's going to be number 7, Haley Tarner. We await a shoe tie. Coach Sabino sharing her words of wisdom to her team as the serve from Tarner comes up. And that's going to be short. Sending point number 4 and control back over to Explorer, which will bring up number 3, Rachel Rivera, on the serve for the Bobcats. Good strong serve, but a little bit too strong. That's going to be long. The point and control back over to Winding Waters. 4-2 is our score here in set number 1. Awaiting the serve from number 4, Genevieve Barreto. Barreto comes set with the serve. That's going to come up short, which will send the point and control back over to the Bobcats, who've worked their way to a 3-point lead here early in the first set. Awaiting the serve from number 1, Josh Doe. An excellent placement by Doe on that serve. Wagarock tried to get in there on that dig. Couldn't get under it just enough. So she'll get the point. 6-2. And another beautiful serve by Doe. Working the advantage now to the Bobcats by 5, 7-2. Again, Doe with the serve. Wagarock under it. An excellent diving attempt there by Cheyenne Rinaldi, but couldn't keep it in play. Outstanding hustle. But once again, Doe delivers on the serve. 8-2 is your score. Rinaldi to Connell. And that's over to McVicker, but that's going to go out of bounds. And the Bobcats are off to a fast start, living up to their namesake. They're up 9-2. Doe has run off several points in a row with excellent placement on her serves. We got a substitution now. Haley Brookshire into the game for Winding Waters. Tarner with the dig, again returned. Able to make it over. That's Donovan up with it. Returned back over by Munford. Connell gets it over. Connell setting up Allen, but that goes out of play. 10-2 here in set number 1. Serve goes over to the Bobcats, but not before a timeout is called by Winding Waters. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So we're out to a quick start here in the first set. 10-2 is your score advantage, Bobcats. As we await the timeout that was called by Winding Waters, no doubt Coach Sabino wants to kind of rally her troops, get their focus reset, as the Bobcats have been taking advantage of their opportunities with the serve behind the wonderful serves by number 1, Josh Doe. Josto. No doubt the Yellow Jackets will be reinforcing communication as well as placement in their defensive zones as we come back to live action. Doe on the serve, rather. Connell gets it over. And a beautiful hit by Josiah Munford. Great placement and authority on that hit by Munford. Now working to score to 11-2. And Joss Doe still on the serve for the Wildcats. She's been on fire. Or correction, the Bobcats. And that's going to run out of bounds as Brookshire made a run at it but couldn't get it over the net. Just ran out of room on that play. 12-2. Again, Doe on the serve. Tarner to Rinaldi. Over to Allen. Gonzalez up with it to Donovan before Munford sends it over. And the Yellow Jackets are unable to connect after that volley. 13-2. Great job by both teams on that one, sending it back and forth before the Bobcats are able to capitalize. We also have a substitution here as Zoe McVicker comes into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Doe remains on the serve. Tarner up with it to Connell. And Rinaldi unable to connect, though she connects with Tarner on that play. And the Bobcats are on a major run. They're now up 14-2. Tarner with the set. Connell gets it over. Outstanding awareness by Josiah Munford, recognizing the position on that ball. She lets it go out of bounds. You know, that shows a lot of discipline and wherewithal, because you're kind of caught up in the moment of the game, but Munford knew exactly where she was, and she let that go. As Allen sends that over, but it makes a connection with the overhead speaker, which has been ruled out of play. And that's going to advance the score now, 16-2. And no surprise, Doe remains on the serve. She's been on fire. Rinaldi unable to corral that one. That's going to ricochet and go out of bounds. 17-2. Advantage Bobcats. So again, Josh Doe on the serve. As Isabella Sandin ricochets that one out of bounds. 18-2. Control remains with the Bobcats, and they put together a major run here in the first set. Running off about 15 in a row, if my math is correct. And a great job there by Barreto to get that over. A diving attempt by Doe. A great job. Great hustle, but unable to connect on that one. And the Yellow Jackets are finally able to wrestle Control away. But a great job by Explorer to give themselves a gap. Lily Connell now on the serve for Winding Waters. And she's able to get that one over. Leah Rivera cannot control it. And the Yellow Jackets are looking to put together a run of their own. 18-4. Again, Connell on the serve. And Rivera showing good discipline there. She lets that one go. The point and control back over to the Bobcats, and Leah Rivera now on the serve for Explorer. Called by Barreto. Tarner sends it over. Gonzalez up with it to Donovan, and then over to Munford, but can't connect over the net. A good volley attempt there by Explorer, but they come up short. Point and control back over to the Yellow Jackets, and the hometown crowd is starting to get pumped up here as Peyton Fleming and now on the serve. Sends it over to Gonzalez to Donovan. Unable to connect is Wadsworth. 19-6. Fleming again on the serve. To Donovan, and again can't connect on that one. A little bit too close to the net. Not much Wadsworth could do on that one. But the Yellow Jackets will take that point. Pull to within 12, 19-7. Doe with it. Sends over by Wadsworth to Tarner. Tarner gets it over. Donovan tried to get the block on the play. It was a great attempt, but unable to complete the task. And Winding Waters is making a little bit of a run of their own. They're now down 19-8 here in set number 1. Got a timeout by Explorer. We'll take a timeout too, and we'll be back right after this.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
So we return here to set number 1. 19-8 is your score. Advantage Explorer. They put together a massive run, running off about 15 points in a row. But now the Yellow Jackets seem to be putting a run together themselves, as they've now pulled to within 11, 19-8. Peyton Fleming, number 14, on the serve for the Yellow Jackets. As the crowd grows silent. Sent over Doss under it. Donovan to Wadsworth. Can't get it over. 19-9. This has been a game of runs so far, and the Yellow Jackets are in the midst of their own. Number 14, Peyton Fleming again with the serve. Donovan under it to Munford. Gets it over. Connell to Sandin. Sent over, but that's going to go out of bounds. That's a big point for Explorer. We got a substitution here now. Rachel Rivera, number 3, into the game for Explorer. As Josiah Munford up with the serve for the Bobcats. Connell up with it, set by Sandin. Sent over by Tarner. That was returned by Munford, but excellent communication by the Yellow Jackets. In unison, yelling out. That's going to get them point and control. 20-10 your score here in set number 1. Zoe McVicker now on the serve for Winding Waters. And she tried to get it over, couldn't connect. 21-10. Point and control back over to Explorer. We got a substitution here. Number 14, Paloma Verde, now into the game. And she'll take over the serving duties. The Bobcats are in excellent territory here to put on a lot of pressure because they've got that lead. And they're only 4 points away from getting the set. Barreto tried to come up with it. Ricochets back. A beautiful serve by Verde. She'll get the point and maintain control for the Bobcats. 22-10 here in set number 1. Mark that down as an ace. A beautiful spot by Verde. Looks like there was some confusion on the Yellow Jackets side as they thought that they had timeout for a substitution, but they did not. That's Alexia Fleury now into the game. As the serve by Verde comes up short, 23-11. We hope you're enjoying varsity volleyball action here at Winding Waters. If you've not already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. turn on notifications so you don't miss any of this action. Isabella Sandin now with the serve for the Yellow Jackets. It was returned by Mumford, but an illegal hit on the play by Connell as she tried to lift that ball over the net, but you can't have your hands in that position. 24-11 here in set number 1. Sends control back over to Explorer. And now serving will be number 6, Victoria Wadsworth. Under it is Wagerack. And then Fleury under it as well, but that goes out of bounds. And that's the end of set number 1. 25-11 is your final for set number 1. Explorer will take it. And we'll take a quick break as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for set number 2 right after this.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
So we've completed one set of action here at Winding Waters School. Explorer taking on Winding Waters in the final home game of the season for the Yellow Jackets. If you're just joining us or joined a little bit later in the action, earlier on, you may want to rewind the broadcast or check it out later. We had the graduation night ceremony honoring the 8th graders for both Explorer as well as Winding Waters. It was a nice ceremony. Each player gave their thoughts, was able to come out onto the floor with some family members and enjoy their final moments of middle school volleyball before they take their talents to the high school hard court. Make sure you don't miss any of that talent on the high school hard court because we've got varsity high school volleyball action right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. As we begin set number 2, Explorer gets the serve, and it'll be number 6, Victoria Wadsworth. As we await the proper alignments and the clearance from the referees, and we're ready to go. Wadsworth on the serve. Connell up with it. Over to Fleury, gets it over. Fleury again. Knocked over by Rinaldi. That's Rivera up with it. Mudford gets it over. Fleury to Wadsworth, and that's going to go out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets out to a quick 1-0 lead here in set number 2. Point and control goes their way. And on the serve will be Alexia Fleury, number 6. Fleury on the serve. Outstanding play by Mumford to recognize her zone. Let that ball go out of bounds. That's going to nod the score up at 1. And the serve and control goes over to number 3, Rachel Rivera for the Bobcats. Her serve will make it over to Fleury, who can't corral it. Rivera got her going backwards on that one on the solid serve, and now the Bobcats have a 2-1 advantage here in set number 2. Rivera on the serve. Ragnarok under it. Miscommunication there between Rinaldi and Connell as that ball lands in. 3-1 advantage, Bobcats. These teams are coached tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. Tarner up with it. Tarner gets it over. Henshaw can't come up with it. Nice play by Tarner. And the Yellow Jackets pulled it within 1, 3-2. They'll get control and the serve. On the serve is going to be Cheyenne Rinaldi. Mentioned the coaches here for tonight. For the Bobcats, it's Caitlin Toller, assisted by Sarah Toxin and Aaron Anderson. And the Yellow Jackets are coached by Tahiri Sabino and assisted by Leanne Loeffler. As that ball falls in, point to the Yellow Jackets, and we're all tied up at 3. Rinaldi on the serve. Donovan up with it to Munford, gets it over. Connell sends it back. Rivera to Mumford, back over. Wagnerak to Connell. A great rally there. The return by Doe makes it over. A great job by both teams on that one. But the point control is going to go over to the Bobcats' way. Josh Doe on the serve. And watch out here. She went on a major run here in the first set. And she'll look to repeat here. Tarner sends it over. And that's going to drop in. As Gonzalez and Rivera weren't sure which zone that was going to take, as Coach Caitlin Toller is going to give her some words on that to work on that communication. But the point and control back over Winding Waters' way. We got ourselves a tie score with Connell on the serve. And an illegal hit on that play. 5-4 to the Bobcats. We got a substitution for the Bobcats. Wadsworth returns to the game. On the serve is going to be Leo Rivera. Wagnerak with the dig, set up by Sandin. Over by Cox, who gets it over. Diving attempt by Cox. Connell gets it over to Rivera. Rivera to Donovan. A little bit too hard. And we got ourselves a battle here in set number 2. Back and forth we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, but we'll do it together. 5-5 our score here in set number 2. Number 7, Haley Tarner, now on the serve for the Yellow Jackets. She'll send it over to Doe, to Gonzalez. Outstanding play by Jada Donovan. The no-look hit over the shoulder sends it over the net, and the lead back to the Bobcats' way. An outstanding play by Donovan. Substitution as Rachel Rivera returns to the game, awaiting the serve from Josiah Mumford, who sends it over. Cox with the initial hit to Connell, and then a miscommunication there, as that will drop in for point number 7 for Explorer. 7-5 our score. We have a substitution for the Yellow Jackets. Re-entering the game is number 13, Elizabeth Allen, as Mumford serves. Allen up with it. Connell tried to dig that up, but didn't have the proper technique. So an illegal hit is ruled. 8-5 advantage Explorer. Ace! Outstanding hit there by Mumford. No one could get to that one. Apologize for the flip on the scoreboard there. We've got it all fixed now. 9-5. 9-5 is the score. Advantage Explorer. Mumford with the serve. A diving attempt by Rinaldi, but makes contact with the back wall, which is ruled out of play. 10-5. This has been a game of runs so far in set number one. We're starting to see that shape up in set number two as each team went back and forth. But now the Bobcats are able to put together a run here. They're now up 11-5 after another ace by Josiah Mumford. And a timeout will be taken by Winding Waters. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll wet the whistle and be back right after this.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
So we're back to live action here in set number two. Explorer leads 1-0, and they currently hold an 11-5 advantage. The score was tied initially in this set, 5-5. They've been able to run off 6 points in a row. And they're going to look to keep that momentum going while the Yellow Jackets are going to try to get a stop and get control back their way and put together a run of their own. We'll see what happens as we await the serve from number 13, Josiah Mumford. Mumford to Tarner, to Cox. Connell up with it, but a little bit too much zip on that ball as it made contact too high, which is ruled out of play. 12-5 your score. Mumford up with it on the serve to Connell. To Sandin, sent over by Allen. Donovan to Rivera, and that goes out of bounds. Point and control will go the Yellow Jackets' way. 12-6 your score here in set number two. And on the serve will be number 9, Isabella Sandin. She's part of the group of 7th graders who were called up and able to play today. We have an illegal alignment on the Yellow Jackets as they were not in the proper set position on the serve. So the point and the possession will go over the Bobcats' way. And we have a substitution for the Bobcats. Number 14, Paloma Verde, now into the game. And she'll take over serving duties for the Bobcats. Nice volley there by the Yellow Jackets, returned by Wadsworth. That's going to go out of bounds, 13-7. Isabella Sandin again on the serve. Alexia Fleury and Alyssa Cox are the 7th graders playing for the Yellow Jackets today, as they were unable to complete that JV game earlier today. And again, an illegal alignment by the Yellow Jackets. That's cost them 2 possessions in a row. The official is educating the Yellow Jackets on how the infraction is called. So at this level, you certainly want to ensure that the players understand the rules properly so that they can grow and expand their experience as players. And so the officials are taking the extra time here to ensure that the players understand the alignment rules. And actually, we're going to have a conference here between the officiators. So it looks like they're actually going to overturn the call after the conference. We're not sure if they're going to roll back the score on that or not. It's being left on the scoreboard, so we'll leave it as well. And it's now 13-8 after that last play. Mumford up with it. Set by Connell. Hit over by Allen. Returned by Wadsworth. Connell up with it to Rivera. Set up by Doe. Rivera gets it over. Tarner up with it. Returned by Connell. Diving attempt by Verde. Great hustle by Verde, but she can't get there. And we told you earlier it was a game of runs, and the Yellow Jackets have one going here as Donovan returns to the game for the Bobcats. They've now pulled within 4, 13-9. Rivera with the dig. Mumford returns it. Hit over by Rinaldi, but a little too strong on the return. 14-9. With the point and control going Explorer's way. And now on the serve will be Victoria Wadsworth, number 6. She'll send it over to Cox. Set up, Cox knocks it over. Returned by Munford. Returned by Connell. We got a great volley going here. Wadsworth can't control it. Great job by both teams. But the Yellow Jackets are going to take that volley. They've now pulled again to within 4, 14-10. Got 2 substitutions here. For correction, 1 substitution. It looks like Fleury's into the game for the Yellow Jackets, as Coach Toller will take a timeout for the Bobcats. 14-10 your score here in the second. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break and be back right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. To 10 your score here in the second set. Alexia Fleury on the serve for the Yellow Jackets. Rivera up with it. As both Doe and Rivera make contact on that one, that'll go out of bounds, 14-11. For clarification, we got Rachel Rivera, number 3 for Explorer, and Leah Rivera, number 51. Leah Rivera's in the bright green shirt. Sent over. Nothing Explorer could do on that one, and the Yellow Jackets have a little run of their own going here, 14-12. I'd like to thank Nicole on her camera work here this evening. She's doing a great job. She nods in approval. And that serve's going to make it over as Henshaw is unable to return it, and the Yellow Jackets have pulled within 1, 14-13. Again, number 6, Fleury on the serve. And that one's going to come up short. Increasing the lead back up to 2 for Explorer, 15-13. And number 3, Rachel Rivera, now on the serve for the Bobcats. Outstanding speed on that serve. Connell able to get it over. Got some air under that one. Sneaks it over the net. And again, the Yellow Jackets pulled within one as we have a substitution for Explorer. Entering the game is Amaya Gonzalez, number 10. As Cheyenne Rinaldi on the serve for Winding Waters, she'll send it over. Connell with the return, but into the net. Didn't have the angle. 16-14. Another substitution for Explorer. Candace Henshaw entering the game for the Bobcats as Josh Doe gets ready to serve. Mark that ace for Josh Doe. She's been finding the spots all night. She does so again, 17-14. A diving attempt by Connell to keep that alive, but can't get there. Off the hit by Sandin. Got a substitution now for Yellow Jackets. Barretto's going to come into the game. That's number 4, Genevieve Barretto, now in. 18-14, awaiting the serve from Doe. Another ace for Josh Doe. She's been in a groove all night long. Increasing the lead to 5 now, 19-14. She'll serve again. Yellow Jackets unable to return as that went from Barretto to Cox, and Connell couldn't come up with it. We have a substitution now. Gracie Flatt, number 11, now into the game for the Yellow Jackets. As Doe serves, that's going to be short. On the service, Lily Connell, that's going to come up short. We'll send it back Explorer's way with Leah Rivera on the serve. Rinaldi up with it, sent over by Standen. An outstanding play by Munford. But an illegal hit ruled on that play. Point in possession over to the Yellow Jackets. Awaiting the serve from number 7, Haley Turner. She'll send it over. Munford sends it right back. And Winding Waters was not expecting that. Munford taking advantage, seeing the alignment in front of her, everybody crashing. So she'll send it long and get the point in possession to the Bobcats. 22-16. So we have a substitution. Rachel Rivera returns to the lineup as Munford serves. Connell up with it to Turner. Back to Carnell, who sends it over to Munford. Munford returns it back to Connell. Wadsworth can't control it. That's going to go out of bounds. A nice volley by both teams, but the Yellow Jackets will take it. As well as the point. They pulled it within 5. 22-17, another substitution. As number 15, Alyssa Cox, enters the game, and she'll take the serving duties as well. She'll send that over. Nice dig by Rivera. Set up by Donovan. Rachel Rivera sends it over. Barretto up with it to Rinaldi. And Connell tried to get it over, but came up short. A nice attempt there, just didn't get enough on it. 22-18. Substitution for the Bobcats. Re-entering is going to be Paloma Verde. She'll take the serve for the Bobcats. A great turnout here tonight for Middle School Varsity Volleyball. It's great to see everybody supporting these kids and the hard work they do. Mark that as an ace for Verde. 23-18. Correction, 24-18. A little bit behind there, so match point. That's going to come up short. I don't believe the scoreboard's accurate. So they're going to be working on that scoreboard. We believe that it's 24 to 19. That's going to go out of bounds, so point over to Winding Waters. Isabella Sandin on the serve. Munford up with it. That's going to go out of bounds. And things are getting interesting here in the Yellow Jacket Gym. 24 to 20. They're going to call it 24 to 20, so we'll match that scoreboard. As Munford sends it back. Tarner under it to Rinaldi. Connell sends it over. Rivera sends it back. Cox under it. Over to Barreto. Knocked over by Cox. Rivera sends it back. An outstanding volley. Neither team giving in. Tarner sends it over to Verde. To Doss. And Wadsworth can't connect. Wow, a great volley by both teams. Neither team giving in. And Winding Waters has pulled to within 3. 24 to 21. Rivera can't connect on the return. Timeout, Bobcats. That's a good timeout there by Coach Toller to calm down her team. After Winding Waters goes on a run of their own, they've pulled to within 2, 24 to 22. We'll take a quick break and be back. Don't go anywhere. You've got varsity volleyball action here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. So we came back from the timeout a little early. Serve back over to Munford. Rinaldi sends it over. Munford too strong on the return. And the Yellow Jackets have put together a run. They've pulled to within 1 here in set number 2. Rivera up with it. Goes out of bounds. Can't be controlled. Winding Waters has battled back to tie up this game at 24 apiece. They had match point on the line, never gave up. They've run off 6 consecutive points to tie up this game. Unable to connect, they've now taken the lead 25 to 24. And just so you're aware, by rally point rules, you have to win by 2. The Winding Water fans are on their feet as part of this comeback. Rivera up with it, sends it back to Tarner, to Rinaldi, sent over by Connell, again to Rivera, sends it back. Miscommunication there. Ultimately, it was Sandin that tried to get there. A good effort on it, but the point and possession is going to go back to the Bobcats. We got a tie game, 25-25. Wadsworth on the serve. And the return's going to go out of bounds. 26 to 25. The Bobcats have now taken the lead, and this is match point here. And that's going to fall in bounds. A beautiful return by Cox to tie up the game at 26 and get possession back. Substitution as Leah Rivera returns to the game. And now serving is going to be number 4, Genevieve Barreto. Unable to come up with it. 27 to 26. Now it's match point for Winding Waters. It's been that kind of a match. That's why we carry these games live. Outstanding effort by both teams. And that serve's going to come up short. And we're all notched up at 27 with the point in possession over to the Bobcats, awaiting the serve from Rachel Rivera. That serve's going to go out of bounds. 28-27. Substitution for the Bobcats. Entering the game will be number 10, Maya Gonzalez. On the serve, Cheyenne Rinaldi for the Yellow Jackets. Rivera returns it. Cocks up with a diving attempt by Connell. Outstanding hustle, but can't get there. Again, we're tied up, 28-28. And look who's on the serve for the Bobcats. It's Joss Doe. Winding Waters better be on their toes. And she's been nearly unstoppable on the serve tonight. And she does it again right there. 29-28, an outstanding serve by Doe. Now it's match point for the Bobcats. Sandin up with it. Sets up Turner, sends it over to Munford. Donovan with the tap, returned by Connell. Rinaldi to Connell, to Turner, sends it over. Rivera out of bounds. (29-29). The way this set's been going, can't say I'm surprised. Outstanding effort by both teams. Now on the serve will be Lily Connell. The Winding Waters coaching staff assuring that they have the proper alignment given the past two infractions that they've had earlier in this set. Recognizing the importance of the upcoming serve by Lily Connell. And that's going to go out of bounds. And a big turn of events here, as that not only gives the point to the Bobcats, it gives them possession as well, and an upcoming match point, a possible match point. So we've got a substitution, it looks like, as Rachel Rivera's up off the bench. Looks like she's ready to come back into the game. Not sure what the delay is here. So Rivera's going to take a seat. There will be no substitute. Well, correction. Victoria Wadsworth's going to come into the game. Leah Rivera on the serve for Explorer. Rinaldi to Connell. That's Sandin who's sending it over to Donovan. Munford can't get the tap. We got a seesaw battle. All tied up at 30. Now the serve to number 7, Haley Turner. Neither team giving in. That's going to come up short. Point and possession. Back over to Explorer. Awaiting the serve from number 13, Josiah Munford. As number 3, Rachel Rivera returns to the game. This is a match point serve. Turner sends it back. Connell. And Winding Waters can't connect. A valiant attempt. An outstanding effort by both teams. But Explorer takes the set, and thus they take the match 2-0. We sure hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. I'm Will Wilkie bringing you on the call, sending a big thanks over to Nicole on the camera. We'll see you next time.